Hi Pokefans, welcome back to part 36 of my Pokemon Scarlet gameplay. In the last episode, we completed the 4 main storylines of this game, and today I decided to go ahead and re-challenge all the gym leaders. Now, before we jump into this video, I've actually uploaded a video on the DLC leaks for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games. So if you haven't seen it, click on the link above to go ahead and check it out. Back to this video. The reason why I am going ahead and challenging all the gym leaders once more is because of the conversation that we had with Champion Geeta. Now, Namana had this idea of having an ace tournament in the academy itself against the teachers and the students. So she also requested Champion Geeta to kind of come and participate in that. Champion Geeta in turn asked us to kind of take off some of her works off her hand, and one of them was going around all the gyms talking to the gym leaders, seeing how they are currently doing, which I guess in this case would mean we do have to kind of re-challenge them. Personally, I think this is pretty cool. Some of these gym leaders, at least the initial ones, only had around 3 Pokemons in their team. So I think I'm really excited to kind of see what other Pokemon they have filled their team with. Here is the first gym with Katie, and she's actually, I guess, surprised to see us in place of Champion Geeta. But of course, I guess this is gonna be a theme since we are gonna be surprising all the other gym leaders. Either way, I think it's pretty cool. Let's see what Katie has and let's see if we can actually defeat her. It's not surprising to see Katie kind of, sell us her sweets. She's literally trying to ask us if we are here for that. Which, by the way, I think I'm really interested in, but sadly we can't really buy her sweets in this game. The real funny thing is that she even herself kind of forgot that Champion Geeta was coming for the inspection and is kind of glad that we are here in her place. Either way, we do have to challenge her, and I would definitely recommend you guys go ahead and heal your team members before you talk to her. Okay, it seems like she is finally agreeing. Is it time for me to get a taste of our new champion's strength? That is correct. Oh, what fun. Let's go somewhere more suited for battling. Okay, I guess we are gonna be teleported back to the battlefield. And this is gonna be on the giant tree that we have visited before. Katie here is a bug type gym leader, so as long as you have a flying type Pokemon or a fire type Pokemon in your team, I think this battle is gonna be either way pretty easy. I remember your olive rolling prowess very well, Dash. You had such vigor. It was almost as if you had terrestrialized into a fighting type yourself. Okay, that is a weird thing to say. How many gyms have you been to when you first came to mine? Was it your first? Well, in my case, that wasn't the case. I actually went into the other 2 gyms before I came here, so this was my 3rd one. The first 2 being the Artisan City and the Levencius City gym. The Kotondo gym is close to the academy, so many young trainers just starting out like to come here. With that in mind, La Primera asked me to go soft on trainers, like a nice sponge cake. Okay. I feel sad for my sweet little bugs though, since that means they're quite often losing their battles. But opportunities like this get me excited because I can finally show my true skill. Alright, allow me to lead you into submission. This lady definitely has some really good statements to tell, but I think I'm not too afraid of her. She does after all have bug type Pokemons. I think bug type Pokemons, although they are bug type, they're pretty strong in this game. At least some of them. For example, we do have this first Pokemon that she just brought out, which is Lokix. I think that's how it's pronounced, but it is at level 65. As far as I think it's part fighting type as well, which is pretty cool. In my case, I went with my flying type Pokemon, Kilowattrel. Sadly, the Hurricane move did miss in the first turn, but I'm hoping it doesn't miss in the second one. Second turn, it used Sucker Punch, which did a lot of damage on me. At least we were able to kind of hit the Hurricane, which is pretty good. The next Pokemon that she's gonna be bringing out is actually Fortress. In this case, I will go back to Amarouge as fire type moves are much effective. As far as the gyms go in this game, I kind of feel like all 8 of them are pretty easy to defeat, especially if you have a really good team. The only battles I think that were a bit tougher in this game would probably be the Team Star boss battles. Definitely some of them were quite challenging and I did have to kind of look out for my team members. But the other ones are pretty easy, even the Titan Pokemons themselves. Right here, Fortress actually had sturdy ability, I think. That's the reason why it actually survived. I'm gonna go for a second flamethrower to kind of take it down. There we go. Let's see which Pokemon is gonna be next. Also, the sprite for Fortress in this game is really amazing and I definitely like it a lot. Next one she has is a Heracross. Really nice. Heracross here is a part fighting and bug type, so if you have a flying type Pokemon up in front, that is also pretty cool. In my case, since Kilobattle is not really healed up, I just decided to go ahead with Amarouge. The next Pokemon coming out is Spidops, which is once more a newer Pokemon in her team. So all the 4 Pokemons that we have seen till now are the newer ones. Pretty nice. It's actually going for... okay. It's protecting itself, which means my flamethrower won't do anything. That's fine. We're gonna go for another turn to kind of take it down. I think the most easier gyms would definitely be this bug type gym here in Cortondo City and the grass type gym that is present in Artisan City. Maybe we could also kind of include the Glacedo gym that is present, which is an ice type gym. But other than that, the others are a bit trickier. You definitely need to be a bit more careful for those ones. But these 3 gyms definitely really easy to defeat. There we go. We were able to finally take it down. I think she still will have Teddiursa. Maybe it might be evolved in this case. And that would be her final Pokemon. But... ooh, okay, she's actually bringing it out. It's Ursaring. I'm not too worried about Ursaring, but I think I do have to be a bit more careful and try to take it down in one turn. As usual, since she brings it out right here, she's definitely gonna be terrestrializing it into a bug type in the very first turn. So I'm not too worried about that. I just went with Armor Cannon and hope we can actually one-shot it right here. Now, if you feel like you can't take it down in one hit, I would definitely recommend terrestrializing your Pokemon and then going for it. In my case, Amarouge is actually going to terrestrialize into a electric type and not fire. So, I really think it doesn't really matter whether I do kind of terrestrialize it or not. Either way, let's see if we can take it down, and we do. So, it's pretty easy. I think Ursaring doesn't have that good of a special defense. And that might be a factor right here as well, but that is nice. Alright, did we... yep, we defeated her as well. Pretty cool. Personally, after having this gym battle with her, I feel like this was much better than the first time and definitely a bit tougher. And I do have to say, if I ever want to kind of use a bug type team to go throughout the playthrough, then I guess I could kind of use the Pokemons that she used in her team. But other than that, this is done. So that's the first gym defeated. Now that we are teleporting back to the gym building, let me see where we can actually go next. I mean, definitely we can go to Artisan City, which is quite close as well. But let me quickly go into my map and go to the next city to challenge the next gym leader. Well, if you have guessed it, I did make my way back to Artisan City. Kind of felt like I just need to go ahead and defeat all of the easy gyms. Here we do have the grass type gym, and I'm really excited to go ahead and talk to the gym leader once more. Let's see what he has to actually say. Okay, here we are in the gym building, and I believe the gym leader will be once more just standing there. Yup, there he is. By the way, I really like his design. It looks so cool with the vines. And of course, it seems like he does remember us, which is pretty nice. Yep, my name is Dash. That is of no consequence. Each time I recall our artist battle, I've found myself wishing to face you once again. I'm very glad that you're here. Praise Mother Nature. I had planned to meet with the top champion today, but I have just now cancelled that plan. Shall we instead talk of art together? Okay. Seems like we did surprise him as well. Well, I cannot be bothered by that. I don't care what the reason is. If we can make a masterpiece together once more, then fine. Well then, Dash, are you ready to open up a wide door to the world of art? Sure. I'm really not that good with art, but sure, why not? I guess we can give it a try. As usual, we are taken to the gym stadium. In this case, it's right next to the windmill that is present in the city. Here we are. Behold, Dash, the site of Artisan's windmill. It catches the wind that blows across Pardia and slowly yet powerfully spins ever on. My leaping down from that windmill to appear before those who challenge my gym lends on an added depth to our battle. Okay, I see. I knew you would understand my reasoning, Dash. That's a bit crazy, but also a safety hazard, but I guess that's his style. Though I believe I can spare my legs today, as we are sure to create my greatest masterpiece yet. But I digress. We are both artists, are we not? I assume you're ready? Let our collaborative work of art begin. And he is gonna challenge us right here. Okay. This time he's actually gonna start with a Lilligant, which is a new Pokémon to his team. And as usual, I am pretty fine with Kilowatt up in front. Let's hope we are not gonna miss the Hurricane in the first turn. And unfortunately, I can't really slice my Kilowatt here either because it actually has the Psychic type for some reason. But we were at least able to take down the Lilligant in one turn. Pretty cool. This Pokemon is Tazrina, which is a really cool Pokemon. And once again, pretty easy to take down as long as we are able to kind of, use the move. In this case, I went with Pluck. Just because I was afraid that Hurricane might once more miss. But at least we did avoid its attack. Second time, I'm gonna go with Pluck and we were able to take down the second team member. I guess this is gonna be another easy gym battle for us as well. The next Pokemon is Breloom, which by the way is my favorite grass type Pokemon. I'm so happy that it's actually in this game. Let me go ahead and try to take it down with a Hurricane. After all, it does have a 4 times weakness to flying type move. And there it goes down. The next Pokemon, I wonder if it's... Oh, okay. It's not Udo. I'm actually waiting for it. I think it was a bit tougher for me when the first time I challenged this gym. Might be because I was supposed to kind of challenge Cortando gym instead of this. But since I did take the eastern path, this is the first gym I went against. At this point, since we have defeated 4 team members, I'm kind of really interested in trying to take them all down with Kilowatt itself. I mean, I can definitely go with Hurricane to try to take this one down. But sadly, Hurricane actually missed this turn, which was pretty bad. We also got kind of hit with Terrain Pulse, which is pretty strong. And that might be due to the grassy terrain that is currently here. I'm hoping the grassy terrain will go away, but I think it's going to be a bit of an issue when Sudowoodo comes in. Now, even though Sudowoodo does Terraslice into a grass type Pokemon, I think it will still have its rock type moves, so using Kilowatt is kind of a bit dangerous for this one. I could definitely go to Armarouge and try to take it down with that. Although I think still it's gonna be a bit tougher, kind of standing against the main rock type or ground type moves that Sudowoodo might have. Now I could terrestrialize and see if I can one-shot it, but that definitely doesn't protect me against the rock type moves. My Amadeus, like I said before, does have a electric type and it's totally not helpful. This turn I went with Armor Cannon. Let's hope we can actually take down this one in one hit. I think Sudowoodo's special defense is not that great. I think it's same like the Ursaring that we just fought. So it shouldn't be too tough unless this one actually has sturdy ability. In that case, definitely we do have to kind of take it down in the next turn. But since I am faster, I'm gonna be going first. And yup, it seems like Sudowoodo does have the sturdy ability. That's okay. I think I'll take it down in the next turn. As long as this Tonus doesn't take me out. Okay. At least we did survive with 43 HP. And I'm pretty sure if I was around the same level as Sudowoodo is, I think I would have gone down right there. Second turn, I went with Flamethrower and we were able to defeat Brasses right here for a second time. Let's see what he has to say after this. This battle has been way easier, I think easier than the first gym. That's pretty cool. I'm actually interested to see what he tells about his masterpiece that he is trying to create. Seeing you in the midst of battle, you're like a unique gradient, subtle changing hues. Righteous and yet gentle, such contrast. I lack the words to express it. My hat goes off to you. I don't think he should be praising us this much considering I only used Hurricane like for 5 turns. Either way, I think it's pretty cool to actually battle him once more, especially with the new team that he had. And of course, he is remembering his past at this point. I almost forgot. You were here for the gym inspection in the top champion steed, correct? Well, that is of no consequence. Report on my gym here as you see fit. Okay. My inspiration is overflowing, as if drawn from bottomless well. I will begin a new masterpiece at once. You must excuse me. Farewell. And there he goes. So that is 2 gems done. We have around, I believe, 6 of them left. With the current time I'm having for today, I think we can go ahead and battle one more gem before I end out this episode. So let me quickly make my way to the next gem. In this case, since I am much closer to 11 CS City, I think I'll go ahead and challenge Lono. As far as I remember, she does use electric type Pokemon. So I think I do have to switch into Cloudzyre in the first turn. But other than that, I think we shouldn't have too much difficulty defeating her. Now I do remember she did use Miss Magius for the last Pokemon, which was pretty unique. I was really not expecting a Miss Magius and definitely the battle was a bit tougher. In this case, since we are a bit over leveled than her, I think we shouldn't have too much difficulty. Either way, she is right here in the Pokemon gym, just like all the other gym leaders. Kind of feels like it's a theme, maybe all the other ones will be the same as well. But of course, we are ready to challenge her. I'm also really excited to see what other Pokemon she might actually use. Considering that when I first challenged her, it was only around 4 Pokemons in her team. So definitely she does have 2 more of them. As usual, she is very interested in having another collab, which I guess is pretty easy for her considering that she gets so many people to come to her gym. But of course, I think this battle is going to be pretty fun. So let's quickly go ahead and complete this conversation. Hopefully she doesn't drag it too much. And of course at this point we definitely do have to agree to what she's asking right here. Pretty fine with me. Off to Battle Land. Okay. Did not know that is what she called it, but it's a weird term. As usual, we do have the small cutscene or time travel, as I like to say, and we are back in the Pokemon Stadium. Okay, here she is with her phone, and this is kind of her POV, unlike the first time we actually met her. Alright, it seems like she is definitely doing another video, and today's guest is our brand sparkling newest champion, Dash. You've gone viral among the gym leaders, friendo. You're all we're talking about recently. Okay, that's nice. I remember your gym test well. It was shocking. This stream's gonna trend like crazy. I can't wait to see those wave numbers go up, up, up. I was hoping the same for my video as well, but let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. Now, I did forget to mention this, but this time when we are challenging the gym leaders, they are kind of explaining a few things that they do before the gym challenge. Especially in case of the Artisan City gym, the gym leader Brassius right there did explain why he likes to jump down from the windmill. And it's kind of the same for Lono right here, where we are kind of seeing more of her side. Alright, it seems like she does start with a killer battle, which is nice. But I don't think my Cloudsire can help it very much, so I definitely do have to switch out. But of course, before I switch out into another Pokemon, I definitely want to see how much damage we can do just with Cloudsire right here. If it doesn't work out, I think I'll switch out in the next turn. It's also nice to see that this Kilo Battle actually has Wind Power, which is a unique, I guess, newer ability. And as far as I've seen, the Hurricane almost did a lot of damage. I mean, that was a crit hit, which made definitely more damage than I expected. And of course, it confused my Cloudsire, which is pretty bad. At least I was able to hit the Sludge Wave in the second turn and kind of take it down. But at this point, I do have to be a bit careful not to knock out my Cloudsire. Next one is a Luxray, which is of course one of my favorite electric type Pokemon. I personally think I like its ability as well. The only thing I didn't really realize is that it actually has Psychic Fang. That is so bad. I am literally shocked. I did not know that move existed. Hoping we use Earthquake, which we did, thankfully. But that is still not enough to take down the Luxray. At this point, the only thing I can do is switch it out. Let's see if I can use any other Pokemon. Now that I really have a ground type move on any other team member, of course. In this case, I went with Muscrada just because I feel like its special attack is much better and should be able to handle the other Pokemons as well. Lucky for me, Luxray went with another Psychic Fang, which of course doesn't really affect us since we are part Dark type. And I am gonna try using Leaf Storm to take down this Luxray. There we go. Let's see which one is next. And based on that, I do have to think on switching out. Okay, she's actually going to Berry Bolt. I think we can still stay in for Berry Bolt and see if we can take this one down with Muscrada once more. Going with a Leaf Storm a second time. It did way less damage. Maybe it's because my special attack did go down harshly. Oh, okay, it actually used Thunder. Pretty bad damage. But either way, I think I'll go with my Slash this turn, and Berry Bolt went down with a crit hit. That was quite lucky. Alright, that is the third Pokemon down. The next one is Electrode. I think we have to switch out. I mean, Electrode definitely does have a chance of using Explosion, and I don't want to have Muscrada up in front for that. I did decide to go with Tinkaton since it's part Steel type. As for Electrode, I feel like I like the one that is present in Pokemon Legends Arceus. That version is so much better considering it's gonna be part Grass type there. Here it's just a pure electric type, so I'm not too worried about it. let's go ahead with Play Rough. And okay, almost took it down. And of course, it paralyzes us. Why not? That is something I didn't expect. Second turn, it actually used Magnetize. Nothing too much for us, but we are able to take it down in the second turn. That, I believe, was the 5th Pokemon of Lono right here. The next Pokemon is Miss Magius, which is her last team member. And she is gonna end up terrestrializing it. So I do have to be a bit careful. Now, I definitely was a bit concerned. I was not really sure which Pokemon I had to use. I can go with Amarouge, but definitely, Miss Magius will use Shadow Ball, which is a really good move against Amarouge. So I do have to be a bit careful. Here it comes. And in the first turn, she's gonna be terrestrializing it. In my case, I think I'll terrestrialize my Pokemon as well into an electric type, which should make it so that the Shadow Ball doesn't really affect me that much. But let's see how this goes. There we go, it seems like we are terrestrializing first. And it's also kind of fun to see two different Pokemons with electric type facing each other in this battle. Really wasn't expecting it, but that is currently what's happening. And there we go, she is gonna terrestrialize her Pokemon. It's a bit difficult to see how she is holding the Terra Orb with her hand, especially since her sleeve is so much bigger than it. But here it is. Looks pretty cool. And since we are kind of going first, we are gonna go with Armor Cannon, which is a pretty strong move. That is pretty good, really good damage right there. I think in the next turn we'll be taking it down. As expected, Miss Magius went with Shadow Ball, and definitely that was not super effective on me. I'm pretty sure if I didn't terrestrialize, I think Amarouge would have gone down right there. Second turn going with Armor Cannon, and we are able to defeat Lono as well. Really nice. Definitely this was a bit more challenging than expected, or at least I should say it was a bit difficult than the other two gym battles that we just had. But of course, we are able to pull through and take her down for a second time. This definitely has been super fun, and I'm really excited to go ahead and take down the other gym leaders as well. But since I'm on a kind of time permit today, I am gonna be ending out this episode after this. Of course, it seems like Lono definitely wants to kind of end out this video as well. She is on cloud 9, which is surprising. I think she did use the same statement when the first time we met her, but I do not remember it completely. Alright, let's let her conclude it. And no way, I am not collabing once more with her. Definitely Lono is challenging. I mean, I'm pretty sure if her Pokemon is at level 100, I would have definitely a bit more struggle with it. Especially since Cloudzyre is the only Pokemon I have that can go against her. But there we go. We have defeated 3 gems out of all 8. And I think this is a really good place for me to end out this episode. Let me know in the comment section if you have gone ahead and defeated all the gym leaders for a second time, and which gym leader was a bit tougher for you guys. Either way, thank you all for watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, please go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more, please check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.